It's my turn. Welcome to Marriage Minutes at His Pace. And today we are going to talk about family time. How do you handle and manage and have good family time? So, first off, let me tell you, we are horrible at family time. We are. We are. We are. Can I tell the devil, shame the devil, tell the truth, shame the devil?
You can't even get it
Our
out.
family time often entails all three of us sitting on couches doing this. We'll watch a show together, but then we're all doing this. And we really have to work hard at doing things outside of being connected to these electronics that help us grow as a couple. Did you see that elephant? Help us grow as a couple and help us grow as a family. So what is family time? It is just taking time to be with one another. It's planning date nights for you and your children to be together so that you can mature and grow with one another.
So I think point number one for family time, no electronics.
Minimize electronics or none?
None. I think you have to cut out electronics. I think social media and everything has to go away. I was watching something on Netflix, The Social Dilemma, and part of their little skit or what they were presenting was a family that was, everybody was so connected to social media, and just watching it, it kind of stung because I'm like, that's us sometimes, like, oh, and there was one child that was like, hey, it's dinner, it's family time, and everybody's connected, or somebody couldn't even, get through meals, and they were having withdrawals because they had to be connected, electronically. And so whenever you set up family time, no electronics, no social media.
Yep, we've seen places where people put the phones in the basket, or the parents shut down their Wi-Fi or something like that. But it's got to be for everybody. And listen, be patient with yourselves, because if you are social media junkies like us, you probably are going to need to kind of, what do you call it?
Pull back on your own.
Pull back at his pace, maybe, and not just take it away completely, but set aside some time. We're going to do an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, once a week. We are going to come together. We're going to play a game. We're going to have some type of discussion. We are going to do something that enhances our relationship globally. Another thing we have a problem with is competitiveness.
Yeah, so we bought a puzzle. We started with a 1,000 piece puzzle, and we did it as family time.
It was good.
It was good, but we all three of us trying to put together, and then it got competitive because people, oh, you got more pieces than me together, and so no, I was rolling. My daughter was like, scoot over, she couldn't find her own space, and then it's just, for me it was relaxing. So if I
took over and did all of it by himself,
I would come home and I would just sit down and relax and just put the puzzle together, and then it was like, oh, so you're gonna dominate the puzzle. So we finished the 996 piece puzzle. And then we bought a 2,000 piece puzzle, and we got that done together. But it's challenging, but you got to have things that allow you to come together corporately,
so that you can learn about each other and so that you can grow. So you need to put down the electronics. You need to schedule the time. You also need to be intentional. Mm-hmm. Something that we do good is that when we have dinner together, we do 2 highs and 2 lows. So those things are just being able to share some simple things that happened during your day that excited you or that were high for you, if you will. And then 2 things that maybe happened to you that weren't so good. That gets the conversation. That's a conversation starter. There's so many games and apps, I guess, not on your phone, you can do to try to grow. Because guess what? Our kid, like we said earlier, is going to be gone in 5 years. Are we really going to know who she is, or are we going to only know this Erin?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste any more time doing that. And I'm guilty. We're all guilty. I just told you we're guilty. So anyway, those are some things that what'd you say? What was our lineup? Throw the social media down. Minimize social media. Be intentional, be flexible. No, I'm thinking about something else.
And then you got to be
creative.
You got to think about things that maybe you don't want to do, but maybe it's good for the kids.
Like we're about to play Twister right now.
Or like we went out and bought Nerf guns, and I got shot in the eye a couple times, so I quit, but it got super competitive. We can't play Monopoly because, we got to minimize the competitiveness, because sometimes that will take over, and what started out to be a fun event turned into be super competitive, and everybody goes to their room without their electronics.
Okay, so here it is. Minimize the electronics, schedule time together, be intentional about that time, minimize the competitiveness, and share and grow together. Because guess what? Before you know it, your family dynamics are going to change.
And even if the kids are already gone, you can still use these same things for family time.
Right. And you can include them on Zoom or on whatever, or call them, but do it together so that you can do family time at his pace.
Be well and be blessed.